Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge. I'm your host, Lounge Heavyweight Champ. I'm repping Mr. Isaiah Thomas today. And you know what I'm saying? We got the guys back with us, man. To my right, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Sherm Eilish. Walking to Iowa today? Is that Iowa today, Sherm?
Kayla Clark, man, they've been slandering my girl. Shout out to Kayla Clark, man. We know what it is.
Man, they been hitting up with elbows from what I seen.
Elbows, shoulders, kneecap.
I'm telling you. Coming below me, we got my boy, 14-time All-Star, 7-time first team All NBA, the second person since Bill Russell to coach and lead a team to a championship on the floor. We got my boy, Mr. Bucket Hat Bohagen in the cut, man. What's going on, El?
Good, fellas.
Coming all the way to the far right, we got the 11-time kickball champ himself, Mr. Lucius Left Foot, aka Rico. What's going on with you, man?
Good, y'all boys. Was good. Was good.
Hey, man. And we got coming back. I'm glad my boy back. Bottom right, we got Mr. Jado, aka the CEO of BTA Incorporated. Ask
Yes,
about it
sir.
later. How y'all doing, man?
How you feeling? How you feeling? Was good, y'all?
Oh, it's great, man. We got finals talk. We got drafts for y'all. We got a lot going on, man. So let's hop right into it, man. With the NBA finals. We talked a little bit about it last episode, but that was during the game. It's officially official. Before we get too deep into it, man, congratulations to the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. Now, where we go from here? We got a report today saying that Kristaps will be back for game one. I don't know if he's 100% healthy. It doesn't matter because it's no way that I'm making it to the finals and not playing. I'm taking all the horse tranquilizer, whatever we need to do to get on the court. So I salute him for that. How y'all feeling about it? Let's start with our Celtics fan. How you feel, son?
Good.
Listen, man, as a resident Celtics fan, I just gotta say I'm feeling great about this matchup. Obviously, I'm nervous, man. Dallas, they got a good team over there, but I just think it's the Celtics year. We built this roster for a reason. We have switchable defenders, 1 through 4, maybe 4.5. Well, it depends what Al Horford can give us. But listen, I think Drew Holiday is going to be a big factor in this series, and I think Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big factor. The two
Sing his fingers.
additions, the two additions that Brad Stevens went out this past offseason to go get them, I think they are going to be the determining factor between who wins and who loses. Obviously, Drew Holiday, we know what he can do on defense. He's going to be a big factor in
Hey, hold on 1 second. Els, turn your phone to the side because yours is the one echoing. All right, talk again, Sean.
I was going to say, man,
Go ahead.
obviously, bro, Drew Holiday, we know what he can do on defense. Defensively, he's going to be a big presence, locking up on Luka Doncic. I don't think they'll put him on Kyrie. I think Kyrie might cook him a little bit. You know, we remember a couple years ago when the Nets was hooping against him, Kyrie was cooking a little bit until he got hurt. But I think, especially against Luka, Drew Holiday can hold his own. And obviously, Porzingis, we know he does. This offense has really, really missed him. If he's healthy, man, we need him back there shooting and splashing those threes, man. Stretching out Dallas on defense, man. I'm looking forward to it. And we just going to be an excited series. Listen, man, we going to treat the Mavericks the same way the Titans did the Chargers. If you know, you know. Move on.
I'm gonna be real. Jaylen Brown gets the Luka matchup. Come on now, they didn't had it like this the whole season. Jaylen Brown gonna get the Luka matchup, or him and Drew might switch or something. But Jaylen Brown's getting the Luka matchup.
They probably gonna throw a couple different looks at him though. You probably ain't gonna be no steady diet or nothing.
I ain't throwing a bunch of looks. I'm sorry. I feel most confident with Jaylen Brown playing defense, strictly because at least we know Jaylen Brown is gonna be physical and do his thing. And now my question is, do y'all? Well, this is kind of passing it around the room. Do y'all think that what Jason Tatum do we get? Are we gonna get Jason Tatum that's telling Kobe I got you, or are we gonna get Jason Tatum that remember he's 6'10"? That's what
6'4" JT.
like we were talking about this the other day. Els, we were kind of talking about this earlier. What's your perspective looking at the Celtics? How you feel?
Well, now that KP is back, I feel like that they're gonna be a hard team to stop. just because I mean, if you look at like the numbers, like the the Celtics and the Mavs, they put up almost around like the same amount of points per game. So it's just like, well, I haven't looked at the playoff stats, so I don't want to say that. Well, um,
So you're talking about the regular season?
yeah, regular season stats, you know,
Who did he
about
say?
the
I'll,
same.
I'll fact check him right now.
Celtics and the Mavs, I believe.
As
Yeah,
far as team stats,
right.
Yeah.
I haven't. I didn't
okay.
look at the playoff stats. I looked at the regular season stats earlier, but I think that, and I don't want to say it because I'm not a Celtics fan, but I think that they possibly might take it, but I just don't think that the Mavs is deep enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 50-50 on it. Jado, what you think before I get too deep into breaking down both cases?
Well, to be honest, I was saying like before KP came back, I said it was probably gonna be a closer series. I was saying either it would either go um Celtics or Mavs in 6 games. But with the addition to KP being back, I say it's gonna be like Celtics probably like in 5. Because really, when it comes to big men, I don't think they have anybody that really can stop Kristaps Porzingis. He can shoot the three. He can go down low. He can get you a bucket down there. You got Al Horford at the 4. You got JT at the 3. You got Jalen Brown at the 2 and Drew Holiday at the 1. It's a pretty deep starting lineup, and you got pieces um, on the bench. So I don't think they match up well against them. I think the Celtics taking about like 5 or 6 games.
I'm gonna kind of swing towards the other side. I think that the matchups is what makes it a better game. One, Kristaps Porzingis has been known, and this is career wise. Kristaps Porzingis has always been known to be 7'3" in size only. He's never been an extremely physical type of player. He's always been a solid shot blocker, but we've seen guys in the past, even when he was coming up, we've seen the Andre Drummonds and stuff of the world get in the KP's chest and try and force him to actually be physical. Now, what I think Dallas is probably going to do a lot of on defense, I can see Dallas living with Porzingis shooting, honestly. I feel like you just live with it. They did it with Cat, and we know that to me, Cat is a better shooter than KP. I may be tweaking, but I think Cat is a better shooter. Just had an off series. They lived with Cat taking those shots. Cat had a lot of open looks, but they live with it. I think that, and I don't know, have they been starting Horford recently? I know they've been starting Horford since he is out. But Sharon, what's y'all normal lineup when KP is on? Is it Derek White, Andrew?
Yeah. Al Horford been coming off the bench when KB's healthy. But I honestly think the first couple of games, now I could be wrong, but I think the first couple of games they might actually bring Porzingis off the bench.
I was
Honestly.
thinking that because I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's 100%.
But listen, you talking about the physicality. I mean, yeah, that's if we play it against Embiid, if we play it against, Jokic, something like that. Of course, we're gonna need somebody physical, but Dallas ain't got no post presence like that, man. They ain't got nobody who won't take him in the post like that.
I
Derek
know it, but
Lively,
I think they're gonna
Nick
jump on
Carter,
him. I think
Jimmy
they're gonna jump at him.
They gonna
I
what?
said, I think they're going to they're gonna try him because they know he's not. I think they're gonna try and go down low. Daniel Gafford's been doing his thing down low in the paint. He's
He
been,
ain't got no
he's been.
post game, man. Porzingis is eating on that.
It's not the post game I'm worried about. It's kind of the coming off the lobs, catching them off his side. It's that type of stuff. Even with PJ Washington, they're gonna throw. I'm gonna be honest. I think as far as living with somebody shooting, they're living with KP being the one that's gonna shoot a bunch of shots. That's just, if I'm being honest, that's the smartest thing. You just gotta live with it and just adjust accordingly. I've been kind of getting swayed a little bit on who I think is gonna win. But before we can, who are y'all picks?
Talking
I'm
about the
going.
win.
Yeah, it's win. What are y'all picks? How many games?
Me personally, I gotta go with a team that I feel more comfortable walking in their stadium and making out alive. I'm gonna go with the Mavs.
Matters how many?
6.
Okay, Fed.
I got Dallas in 7, man. Real simple.
Jado, you think you said Boston at 5?
Boston to 6.
What you, Sherm? How many you got?
Man, you already know what it is. Boston at 1, 2, 3, 4. We sweeping the boys out of here, man. Don't play with me like that.
I don't think it's. I think it goes 7. I do. I think that the thing is the Indiana series showed us a lot. I know it was no KP, but the Indiana series showed us a lot as far as teams who don't know how to close. Somebody turn y'all phone down because one of y'all phones is extremely loud. I think it's showing us that down the stretch how important it is to have game closers, and I feel like the Mavericks had the 2 best closers in basketball right now. Not name well, 2 of the 3 best closers because I do think Jason Tatum may be a better closer right now than Kyrie. I would give him that, especially off of seeing what he did against Indiana towards the end. But man, I don't know. It's a toss up for me. I think I don't know if I want to make an exact pick. I do. I want to say Dallas, but I think whoever wins in 7 because if it depends on what KP is there. That's my biggest thing. It depends on what Kristaps Porzingis is there.
Hey, listen, man, 7-game series as a Celtics fan, that scares me, bro. Obviously, honestly, Jason Tatum and them, they got a pretty good record in game 7s. They were really only lost 2, but both of them have been at home. You know, Miami last year, and we lost to LeBron when Tatum was a rookie. I don't really count that. But you look at Luka on the other hand, Luka's record in game 7s, he's a killer, man. You see what he did? He did it to the Clippers. We done did it to Phoenix. We know how they treated them boys out there. And even the closeout game against the Wolves, I mean, that's one of the best playoff games he's had in his career. So that's the only thing as a Celtics fan that concerns me is Luka Doncic. He has the ability to completely take over the series. And when I look at the Celtics, we don't have that player. As much as I like Tatum, he's not that dude. And that's okay. We can still win the championship. But it's just that fear factor. He don't have that same fear factor that Luka gives.
Fed, I think you were talking about this last week. I kind of wanted you to expound some more on it. You were talking about how it's some discussions about Jason Tatum that have to be had if he's not the best player for the Celtics.
Well, going into this series right here, they gonna need him to. He got to go out there and drop MVP numbers, but at the same time, you can't have the word Jaylen Brown bail y'all out almost every game. Y'all can't have it. Y'all can't have it. That's what I was getting at.
We can't keep doing that,
Jason
bro.
He still got stuff to prove, though. If we being honest, he still got stuff to prove.
We can't keep doing all that, man. Listen, everybody talking about Jaylen Brown this, Jaylen Brown that. Don't get me wrong. Jaylen Brown has delivered for us this entire postseason. He's been playing phenomenal basketball. But all 3 of those series, Jason Tatum has gotten the best defensive assignment, and he's been seeing double, even triple teams. Meanwhile, Jaylen Brown is getting to beat up on just nobody, right? Who was checking him last series? Andrew Nembhard?
Pascal.
Like, come on.
Pascal was on him a lot.
Let's be real. Pascal Siakam,
I mean,
come on.
Pascal I'm saying Pascal was on him a lot. But, I mean, I'm 50-50 because I feel like the thing about Jason Tatum, if he's not the best player, it's going to get talked about if he's not the best player. Because, to be honest, he wasn't the best player last series. He may have had, to me, he had the best single individual game. I feel like game 1 was the best game out of anybody from this series, in my opinion. That game 1 that he had against the Pacers where it went to overtime. I think that was the best game that we've seen this playoffs. I like out of him, at least last series, but Jaylen Brown was the better player last series. Averages aside. Understand you saying they throwing double, triple, whatever they throwing at you. I'm not trying to be that guy, but if you want to be the man, you got to take, you know what I'm saying? You got to take that if you want to be the man.
They're going to do that for all number 1 options. That's what
exactly. You call yourself a number 1.
At the same time, even through the double teams, Jason Tatum's go out there averaging 26, 10, and 5.
Yeah, but they
threw to the finals. What are we talking
about? He
didn't
carry that team to the finals. He didn't carry that team to the finals.
Are they in the finals or not?
He have 8 points.
He didn't carry them. I'm sorry.
Are they in the finals or not?
He didn't carry though. I'm not talking
about actually carrying them. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, he did. He's the guy for them.
He's to the finals twice.
I would give you that, but I don't want to. I'm not putting an asterisk next to it because the same thing goes for Luka. Luka been getting double. If you watch and I know you watch ball, so I know you watched that Mavericks and Timberwolves series. They throwing double teams at Luka. They blitzing Luka. They switch matchups. It was one game I saw 5 different people trying to take Luka just to keep confusing him and keeping him on his toes. So that's what I'm saying. Every superstar is getting that type of treatment, and some are just doing significantly better than others. So I can't use that
how is what Luka is doing significantly better than Tatum if they're both in the same spot right now in the finals?
Because Luka is doing it, shooting 14 for 22 and not 12 for 30. Come on now. Off the same kind of, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm going to be honest. Luka faced tougher defensive challenges. Luka just had the number 1 defense, looking
Luka's
like the Pistons out there.
Nobody's saying he's not. But
I'm saying no, but you can't. We can't keep having these MVP. We can't keep saying he's top 5. This is what top 5 doing. We throwing these double and triple teams. Go ahead.
This is my biggest problem with Jason Tatum. All Jason Tatum has done is gone out there, put up 25, 10, and 5, and we start talking about him like he's some sort of role player. We talking about him like he's Cody Martin. Like, he's not Cody Martin. Jason Tatum is a good player. He's not top 5, but he's still in the top 10. And that's fine. But my other problem is we sit up here and say Jason Tatum, he's not a top 5 player because he doesn't come through in the postseason. When all he's done is made, 6 conference finals, 2 NBA finals. We'll see if he's about to win a championship. But meanwhile, we turn around and we say Joel Embiid, that's a top 5 player. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a top 5 player. Anthony Edwards is the next Michael Jordan. What have they done compared to Jason Tatum in the playoffs?
But the thing about it is, okay, I will answer that. We got a few conference finals and some guys that can't get out the second round. But the thing about it and the difference is, when it comes down to it, I know for a fact that if Joel Embiid has a stinker, which he has, they're going to lose. Ant has a stinker, they're going to lose. Jalen Brunson has a stinker, they're going to lose. Jason Tatum has had multiple stinkers, and they done won by 30. So I'm not going to play down. No, but listen. I'm not going to play down and say, oh, the Celtics walked to the finals. No, they didn't, because they faced the team that's in front of them. That's what you're supposed to do. They handled business. Because if the Celtics ended up going to 6-7 games with some of these niggas, then we looking over here like, oh, the Celtics weak. No, they handled business. That's what they're supposed to do. But we can't keep sitting here saying he in these conversations. You throwing these double and triple team. All of them getting double and triple team. I done seen Joel Embiid go out there with one eye twitching, getting double team, getting elbowed, and still putting up 50. That's what we saying. They showing. Go ahead.
Here's my other problem. Here's my other point. My other problem. For all the bad stinker games Jason Tatum has had, he's also had phenomenal playoff performances. We can't say he hasn't. He has the most points in NBA history in a Game 7. He put up 50 multiple times in the playoffs. He also led his team to multiple 3-2 comebacks. Remember that Game 6 against Milwaukee a couple years ago when we made the finals? So that's my biggest issue. We sit up here and we say Jason Tatum is trash. He's not this, he's not that. But when he goes out there and has those generational performances, nobody says a word. And that's
we're not saying a word because we're not. And I'm gonna be honest. Some of us are not saying a word because Jason. And I said this last week. Jason Tatum is suffering from his own success. He was put in a great position to win, but if you're this big top 5 player, we need you to win and win a lot. We don't need these 6 conference finals, whatever. We need finals. We need wins. I don't even care. I don't care about individual accolades because I feel like individual accolades are popularity contests sometimes. So we don't need him to win MVPs. We need these all NBAs. We need these conference finals. We need championships. You got 6 appearances and no rings. Come on, that's what we're looking at. You done got to the end of the rainbow 6 times. It ain't been there but twice. We used to talk about, oh, it gotta be easy to make it to the finals. It gotta be. It ain't. So when we get in these situations and they doing it to them. That's what I'm saying. So if we in this situation, if y'all don't win this year, it's some conversations are going to have to be had. They gotta be.
So why are we having those same conversations about Jimmy Butler or
because these teams aren't
these
that good? Y'all have the best team by far. Actually, that is the problem.
About Jimmy Butler, though.
They have been had about Jimmy Butler. Yes, it's not. Jimmy's not gonna get the same criticism as y'all because y'all are never an 8 seed. I don't care how much he don't take the regular season serious. We on his as Heat fans, we on his head 24/7 about it. You can ask
Here's the
L.
other
I
thing.
tell him all
Here's
the
the other
time.
thing.
I hate that. But y'all are always number one, and that's the problem.
Here's the other thing. We can move on.
Go ahead.
If Jason Tatum is a top 5 player, why is everybody surprised when he can't win a championship? If he's not top 5, he's not top 10. Why is everybody
I
surprised?
think he's top 5. No, I don't. You ESPN say some foolish takes. Just like Kendrick Perkins just came on that talking about he should have took his DPOY vote back because Rudy got cooked by a top 2 player in the NBA. So I'm not hearing nothing ESPN saying. In our personal circles, we don't hate Jason Tatum. We hate the Celtics. And you can stand on that. I ain't never once told you. You have never once heard me say I dislike Jason Tatum. I said I love Jason Tatum game when he remember he's 6'10" and not 6'4". I have said this multiple times, but I can't stand the Celtics and I don't like their fans. I like every individual player y'all got.
Listen, you know what Tatum's problem is? Tatum's problem is he's not a sexy player, man. He don't talk his trash. He don't go out there and play aggressive all the time. He just
laid back.
He go to work, he lay back, he nonchalant, and that just doesn't sell, man. Versus Luka, he goes out there, he talks his mess, he's making faces at the crowd, he's flexing. Anthony Edwards, we know all the highlights that he produces. That's Jason Tatum's problem. Guess what? He finna solve all that in about a week from today when he got himself a championship ring. Let's move on.
I do feel like 70% of his problem is just y'all fans, though, bro. It's the fans, bro.
It is. Like we and I'll say this, and then you're right. We can move on. But it's baffling. Like we talk about, Jason Tatum is this great player. He don't play a sexy game. I don't know. I like seeing the ball put in the bucket from the best people. That's all. I don't care how you get it. I'm a Heat fan. Out of all people, you should know. I don't care how we get the bucket. Let's get the bucket.
Oh, we know.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear that. That's it. I don't want to hear that.
Man, like I said, we gonna revisit this in about a week and a half, man. We got that championship ring. We gonna see all the people who's talking bad about Tatum. They gonna turn right back around. All they need is
now. If he's if he has stinkers and Jaylen Brown is Finals MVP or somebody else gets it, same discourse. It's not gonna change. He can't come out and Luka can't just be mediocre and they win. Luka's gonna be Luka, so he has to play on the same level or a better level, or it's still gonna get devalued. He can't be the second best player on the court, but had the best team. He has to be the best player.
Here's the thing: y'all talk about mediocre, right? Okay, maybe he's not scoring. Maybe he's not scoring the ball as much, right? But I'm looking at Tatum, who always impacts the game in other ways. He always plays great defense.
He's gonna have to do it.
He's turned himself into an amazing rebounder.
He's gonna have to do it.
Into a playmaker. He's really the engine. He's the point guard of this team.
So he's going to have to do that exceptionally well. He's gonna have to do that exceptionally. And look, he's talking about the buckets ain't sexy. Jado, ain't you a Bulls fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hush, Churn. We know about it's only 3 of y'all teams on here that make y'all happy during the regular season. And it ain't me, and it ain't Jado. The other 3 of y'all teams make y'all happy during the regular season. Cause mine sure don't.
They're gonna get there, man. They're gonna get there.
Trash.
But so moving on, kind of in the same direction. Where do you go this offseason if you are the Mavericks and you lose? Where do you go this offseason?
Retain as much of that team as you can.
Run it back.
Yeah, you run that back, bro.
They made most of them pickups recently.
You said we talking about Mavs, right? I think
the Mavericks.
I probably would try to get me like I would upgrade maybe my 6 man maybe. Who did 6 man?
Derrick Jones.
Yeah, I probably would try to upgrade. Other than that, I'm bringing.
No, I'm sorry. Derrick Jones is starting. It's lively. It's lively.
Yeah, because like just kind of like how you said about Maxi and MB. You know, if those two aren't on the court, you ain't too worried about them, and that's how I feel about the Mavs. You know, if Luca and Kyrie not on the court, it's like, who are these guys? So,
I don't know. PJ Washington being getting hot. They got some people
yeah,
that get
but
hot.
I ain't worried about him though.
Derrick Jones. I mean, them three add up though. You get about 5 corner three. They add up. Plus the
For
free
sure.
throw, plus the layup in there. Yeah.
Jado, what you think? What
If
are you
I'm the
moving
Mavericks,
this?
oh, bro.
I'll say upgrade your big. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I'm 50. I like Derek Lively, and I think you. I think you got to find a. Yeah, I think you got to find a wing.
I
If
could
I'm
live
the
with that. I
Mavericks,
could
I'm
live with
That's
making
that.
a
what they might need
call,
more
bro.
than anything.
I'm
Making
making
the
a
call
call
to
to the Portland Trailblazers. Portland, what y'all want for Jeremy Grant? Let's make something work.
I
That's
don't,
what
I
I'm doing.
don't, I don't know.
that.
If he, I
I
don't know if
don't
he
know though.
wants
It might. They got to be careful because I don't think they're a second apron team yet. But I wouldn't want to be one.
I ain't worried about the second apron right now, man. We can worry about that second apron in a year or two from now.
Nah,
Right now, we got a chance to win the championship. I'm upgrading my roster. Anything is necessary.
that might take a good bit of moving though to get him. He ain't getting
Yeah.
paid like.
He's getting paid a lot, so it's gonna be.
Who's a
I got Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he's on an expiring contract. He making about what 19, 20 mil. There
I
you go.
don't
You
know if
package some
He
players
making that
together.
much? See?
let me
Yeah,
find out.
who a free
you getting
agent? That's a
paid that
win.
much money to do nothing.
Hold on? Who a free agent?
Yeah, that's a win.
Uh,
Oh, I think they got to re-sign Derrick Jones Jr. though. That's the
they
thing.
do.
Oh, they
That's
got to.
gonna be
They
tough.
got to. They got to.
I don't think
Some
that's gonna take a
free
lot.
agent wings that you can get. Uh, I don't know unless they can make some crazy. You know what kind of makes me upset is Gafford and what you call it was supposed to be on this team. Gafford and
Kuzma.
yeah, and Kuzma was supposed to be on this team. Kuzma solves a lot of these problems.
That boy
Yeah.
Kuzma said, "I don't want to go to Dallas because I don't think they can win a championship." And look where they
He's an
at.
idiot.
They finna beat the
That boy
brakes off.
Kuzma fumbled now. That boy Kuzma fumbled. Let's talk about it.
Kuzma's an idiot.
Yeah,
Tim
bro. And who is he to be talking like that though?
Tim
He did
Hardaway
because he won
falls
a
off.
He
championship.
was
Nigga,
around
he got a
LeBron too
ring.
long.
He got a ring. Don't do that.
He was
Don't
around
do
Bro,
that,
LeBron too
Kuz. He got a
long, bro.
ring.
come on, bro.
That what happened. You got second hand Braun. That what
You
happened.
feel
Yeah.
me, bro?
Tim Hardaway fall. This team could look completely different after 26. Because in 25, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dante Exum are off the books. Those are only contracts that mean something. And but 2026, Kyrie, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Maxi Cleaver, and Dwight Powell all need new contracts. So that 26 could be
I,
something
I
different.
think if they win,
I
they'll
think
find a
Kyrie
way to
stay.
keep this together.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. They got like another year, 2 years to spend as much money as possible before they get really, really, really in a crunch.
They really
Watch the
only
stars get
got
great.
they got about 20 some odd mil that they can re-sign this off season before it puts them in the second apron.
They made trades though. That's the thing.
They might well go ahead and jump the curve on that second apron. They about to be there. They about to be there real soon.
Mm-hmm. All right, but all right. So if you're the Celtics and you do lose in this finals, what do you do? What's your next? What's your next thing?
Run it back.
I
Run it
feel like
back.
you can't go add no more. I mean,
Nothing much you can do.
yeah,
You
you
got a
kind of
squad.
whatever you can bring back, bring back. If that's something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Because I feel like the Celtics, like roster wise, they got one of the deepest rosters in the league. So you really
Yeah,
can't do too much with
they got
that.
a complete team. Their team is like they got one of the most built teams. That shit complete.
Yeah,
Some forwards
it's shame they lose. Man.
that are on the free agency market. There could be some potentials for Dallas. I don't know. Just kind of hear me out. Else, don't say nothing. Tobias Harris is one. I'm just thinking of people that they
Going
can
to Miami.
afford.
Tobias
To
I
Harris
don't.
might be
Dallas?
able to afford him.
I don't really know who they can afford.
Tobias Harris?
Yeah, they should be able to afford Tobias.
Yeah,
He
y'all
should.
know Detroit finna offer that boy the max. Let's not do that, bro.
And Miami finna open the man. Stop, man.
Miami's not offering him nothing.
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan, somebody they can probably afford.
I don't see
he
tomorrow over
goes
there.
to the Bulls. The Bulls finna give him 40 mil, bro. DeMar be a full elite.
Oh yeah, he finna get paid for sure.
Davis Beatrice. Just trying to think of people that can help.
Big-
Dougie
That nigga still
McD.
play? I mean, he still play. I ain't know that.
Well, McDermott at right
Oh,
now.
that's
The
crazy.
Spurs.
Dougie's in Indy.
He is.
How you think
Yeah.
Kelly
Oh,
would fit?
Kelly Oubre
Yeah, he a free
would
agent.
fit wonderfully,
that
but
won't be bad.
I don't think they're coming off of Oubre.
I don't think they can afford him.
Yeah, I think his
He
price.
He a mid level.
Yesterday,
went up.
hey, he gonna get more in the
mid
mid level though. He can get 20. He can
today.
just because he a mid level don't mean nothing. He's gonna get 20.
Bro,
If he don't sign back to y'all, he's getting 20.
he was on the minimum, bro.
Yeah, he was like minimum this season.
Teams
He ain't a-
That was a steal.
this year. They
You
give
talking
him
about
more.
Uber, right?
It was
He
a
been
prove it
hooping
year
for-
for him though. It was a
Come on,
prove it
Uber.
year. Yeah,
Yeah, he proved
Prove
it.
year is
it was a
crazy.
prove it year.
He just averaged 20 points in
He for sure
Charlotte.
proved it.
But
Yeah.
it's Charlotte though, bro. It's Charlotte. That's why.
But he been doing this though. Like
He been
doing
Yeah,
hooping.
he been putting up numbers since he been in
He
the
just
He
couldn't
was.
fit in Golden State. That was the problem. But he been hooping.
He just ain't had no stability when it came to his teams in front office.
I
and
think
then-
they saying that the last big deal he signed was 2 years, 12.3. So I think he gets at least 15. But that's still in Dallas range.
he might get more than that, depending on who
Who
listens.
want him?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. It's not many, bro. They could shoot a shot at KCP. It's not a wing, but it could help him.
I think the Kings finna make a move. I don't know for who, but for somebody.
This is a good class, but it ain't a good class.
It's alright. It's cool.
Hey man, he can go get Heat legend Jamal Cain off that 2-way. Go get him.
Who?
Yeah, gotta keep that in Miami, boy.
Now, if they don't want to go wing and want to go smaller, some guys that they maybe could afford, a Bruce Brown, Buddy Hield, Evan Fournier, KCP,
Bruce Brown won't be a bad fit.
Yeah, that's the only one I see.
Malik Beasley.
Malik.
I don't want THT. That's gross.
I don't know. He a dog. He a dog for sure.
I won't.
I like him on the bench. 6-man role, 7-man.
He can be a 6-7. I'm cool with that.
You know what kind of intrigues me?
He's on.
Nah. Does Imani Bates intrigue anybody?
Yeah,
No.
I was
He been
talking
intriguing
about
me.
him to some Sixers fans the other day.
Hey, we'll take him in OKC.
He can't per se play in a system, but if all his role is to go score, he can do that. I seen him put the ball in the hoop.
If Amani Bates was good, he'd be playing for Cleveland. And if he was good, Cleveland not letting him go.
You got something called a coach.
I don't think they're gonna let him go because he's on a 2-way still.
Yeah.
The coach
But
can always play.
If he was that dude, man, no disrespect to him, shout out to Buddy. But if he was really that dude who contribute to the NBA roster, there's no way Cleveland let him out that door.
It don't always work like
Cleveland needs somebody in his position badly.
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to a role, and can you fulfill that role to the best of your ability? And he's more of a scorer, and I don't think they need an additional high-level scorer when you got.
They don't. They need a wing that's gonna play defense and hit threes.
Exactly.
They don't really need him. So I kind
We'll
of
take him, man. They don't want him. We'll take him.
y'all don't need him either.
Hey, man, we ain't you about it. What you talking about?
My boy said OKC. No, that go.
Is that a Boston fan talking? I know I ain't hearing myself right there.
Where OKC at right now? Oh, my
Y'all
fault.
gonna be the same spot real soon, my boy.
He said y'all going to Cancun. All right, moving on to my part that I was most excited about today.
It's our first year back. Hey, y'all been here. Where y'all?
Hey, bro.
Where y'all hardware?
We have a 2v2 draft of players who do not have a ring. So, what?
Bro, go ahead.
All right, so the teams have been
Hey,
pre-decided.
hold on. He talking about show the hardware. Show me OKC's hardware, bro. We got 17 betters. Show me OKC's better.
Them things from like the
We ain't talking
40s,
about
bro.
Seattle. We talking about
them.
OKC. All right.
Wipe the dust off them things. Them don't even count.
My
Bro.
fault, bro.
Come on,
I
man.
could have let that go, man. He over here talking under his breath, man. Come on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Finesse. You shouldn't have called the ring
Most
talk
of
to
them
him.
was there before you was born, dog. Come on.
It don't matter. They there though. It don't matter. They there. They there. All right. So look,
I'm really a Lakers fan,
two
man. Don't do that.
2v2 draft of players with no rings. Now this is an all-time draft. It doesn't just have to be current. Start with drafting starting fives and a 6-man. I will try to keep up with y'all teams, but if all else fails, y'all keep up with them. So the teams have been pre-decided. It is team Bo Hayden and Jado versus Mr. Rico and Sherman Elijah. So we can flip a coin to get first pick. Who want to make the call?
Wait, so is this like how we did the last? Like we basically don't decide, one person pick and the other one, or can we
Yeah,
decide?
don't talk to each other. You pick, they pick. Y'all gotta hope y'all picks work together.
Okay.
All right. Hey, wait. Sure.
Matt,
I'm just finna say you got first pick. Dang. Excuse me.
all right. So let me see. Els, we'll do seniority. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Y'all got first pick. Let's keep this kind of swift, fellas.
Jado, you want to pick first?
Yeah, I got it. First pick, I'm gonna go with T Mac.
Okay.
All right.
We thinking alike.
What position you run them at? Small forward or shooting guard? Well, it's open, so it's
Yeah.
open. All right, so they got T Mac, Sherm, and Fed, y'all on the board.
So that's my go in it. Give me Charles Barkley, man. He be trolling on TV, but he was a problem on the court. Give me Charles Barkley at the 4.
All right, you got Charles Barkley is back on y'all.
Give me that's a tough one. Give me Chris Paul.
Chris Paul at your 1. Okay. CP3. All right, Fed, it's on you.
Let me get AI. I was hoping he'd say AI. Let me get AI.
At the 1 or 2?
At the 1 or 2. Bro, come on now.
We're gonna put him at the 1. Chill, bro. We're gonna put him at the 1.
All right, y'all said AI at the 1.
Yeah, we're gonna put him at the 1.
All right. I got the tiniest team in history.
Thanks.
Jado, it's on you.
Karl Malone.
Ooh,
Nah, we don't mess with him over here, bro. Come on, now.
All right, Karl Malone at the 4. Back on y'all.
Hey, man, human highlight film. Dominique at the 3. Talk to me, nah. Talk to me, nah.
I ain't mad at that.
Okay. All right, back on y'all.
It's over.
Give me Reggie Miller at the 2.
At the 2.
Ooh.
All right, so y'all got Reggie Miller at the 2.
Good one.
Sherman's on y'all.
Right?
Yeah, you do current.
I bet.
Fed is on you.
So what we got? We got a guard.
Y'all got AI, Dominique Wilkins, and Charles Barkley.
Low key, I'm gonna throw a curveball. What about
Don't mess this up.
We need a 5, bruh.
Y'all need a 2 and a 5.
I'm gonna lead the 5. You gonna let your head down?
No.
Let me get Elgin Baylor, man. Let me get Elgin Baylor.
Okay, I like that. That's decent. I didn't think he was gonna get drafted. Y'all niggas gonna be thinking about ball for center spot open for both teams. Jado.
Give me Patrick Ewing.
Ooh, okay, Patty.
I said that.
I think I know what Els wanted.
Yes,
y'all still got a 6-man. Yeah. Y'all still got a 6-man. All right. Sherm, who you want at center?
It's our go, right? We need a 5.
I need a 5 and a 6 man.
I'm gonna let him take the 5. Give me 6 man. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, bro. Walk with me now.
All right.
Oh, scratch that. Let me say Luca.
Oh, y'all want to let us switch? Y'all want to let us switch?
I vote in favor.
He already locked it in.
Nah,
I
You can make a lock. Come on.
I ain't here lock.
I had thought about it. I'm bugging. Let me get Luca. I mean, either way, I'm not mad. But obviously, I want Luca.
It's Els and J-Do. J-Do, y'all want to let them get it? Because y'all
We
need
on
to
6 man, right?
Yeah, y'all on
Yeah,
6
we on
man.
6 man.
Man, oof.
All right, they let you. I'm guessing they let y'all have it.
What you want a wing or a center, bro?
Win.
All right. Give me Brandon Roy.
50-50 on that. That ain't bad. All right, y'all got one spot left. Finish it out. Center.
We need a 5.
So you said we can do active, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and say it, bro.
Bro, just say it. Jesus Christ, you killing me.
Really?
Hey, let me get Wemby.
Wemby over. I know you just didn't. All right.
Let me switch.
No, we gave you one switch.
won.
No.
God,
Yeah,
bro.
no way you just said Wemby.
I mean, Wemby cold. Don't get me wrong, but
Wemby's decent, but no way you say Wemby over Joel Embiid. I'm not even going. All right, Team
I tried to
J-Do
switch,
with
ain't no way let me
CP.
switch.
You can't switch. We gave you a switch.
Hey, I
And
tried, man.
you like, bro, I'm mad at you for that one.
Hey, man, you got like Wemby finna get the job done. He finna
it's
do
all
his
right. We
thing.
got Luca.
Y'all could have had anybody.
Boy, look at our team.
Some
though.
players
Our team
that
still
didn't.
winning.
Some players who didn't get picked that don't have rings. I'm sorry. Let me go down.
And we can split the flow. Come on, man.
John Stockton, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Steve Nash, Carmelo Anthony, Pete Maravich, George Gervin. If you want to go another direction, Dwight Howard, Paul George, current player
Dwight
without a
Howard got
ring.
2 rings, man. Don't do all that
I'm
smoke.
sorry. Did I say Dwight? I'm sorry. I meant who did I mean? I'm sorry. I tweaked.
Boogie.
Thank you.
There you go.
I just say my mind just tweaked. Even if you wanted to be even more specific, you could have said Jason Tatum. You could have said Jaylen Brown.
Could have went Chris Webber.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys. Chris Webber's another one. Yeah,
I'll think about him. Patrick Ewing, y'all said him?
they got
we got
Patrick.
him.
We got
Oh,
Pat.
y'all
We got
did?
Y'all ain't finna have no points.
Y'all could have got Grant Hill. Could have gotten Yao Ming, Vince Carter, Alex English, Bernard King, Dave Bing, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Kemp, Kevin Johnson, Gilbert Arenas, Mutombo, Artis Gilmore. I'm just thinking of people who are mean something. Mark Price,
That's how Mutombo got destroyed. No, I'm cool.
Chris Mullin, Lonzo Mourning. Some guys y'all could have picked. But the teams are Els and J-Do with Chris Paul, Reggie Miller, T-Mac, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, 6-man Brandon Roy. That one threw me for a loop. On Team Sherm, AI at point guard, Elgin Baylor, Dominique Wilkins, Charles Barkley, Wemby, and Luca. If it weren't for that Luca pick, y'all can't shoot a lick. Oh my God, y'all can throw a rock in the ocean if it weren't for that Luca pick.
You running it, bro. What are you talking about? We running it.
That's cap. He just cap, boy. You just cap.
Y'all
We got
can-
defense. We got defense. We got dudes who can go out there and get their own bucket. We got rebounding. Come on, man. It's not even competition. We
Hey, we got that over here.
When we got people hustling, it's over. We got court spacing. Come on now.
Y'all do not have floor spacing. Y'all
you got
don't have floor
everything you
spacing.
need, bro.
Y'all really don't have floor spacing. Because Barkley not a shooter for real. Not like he
Bro, what you
should be to
mean?
be 6'4".
But
Dominique Wilkins not a shooter. AI is a pretty solid shooter. Luka is the one.
Who they got that's going to space out? Who they got?
Reggie Miller, T-Mac, and Patrick Ewing.
Come on now, don't do
and
that.
Brandon Roy.
Bro,
Karl Malone is really Karl Malone is really the one. You're saying if Wemby is your selling point, bro, you done lost the argument.
No,
If Wemby is your selling point,
you just threw Patrick in that conversation. He do not.
Patrick is a shooter though.
He not
Patrick
a
can
shooter,
shoot.
man.
Not
He not a
shoot.
shooter.
If we gonna throw
But
him in that,
you have to think about who's getting the ball to them. You have to think about who's getting the ball to them. They have Chris Paul. Chris Paul is gonna get the ball around.
Chris
Luka,
Paul,
your
Chris Paul,
man.
generational choker, bro. Come on now.
Luka, your 6 man. Even if they wanted to go all shooting, if you get in the prime version of each player, you could go small, move T-Mac down because y'all got not really. But you still got a 6 man as Brandon Roy.
Hey, I think where we went wrong was Elgin Baylor, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't feeling that.
I don't know. I saw Paul George going in that spot for some reason.
Nah, I don't mess with Paul George like that. I really wanted Reggie Miller, but he took it right before me. But I did want Reggie Miller. But the thing with Elgin, I just don't know his game. Like, I didn't watch him. I don't even think my granddaddy was live.
Elgin getting able to do buckets.
The one fact about Elgin Baylor that everybody should know. Dang. El, why he just cook you like that?
What he say?
He said, I know Els know his game, but that's about it. Hey, bro, chill. Elgin Baylor has the most finals losses without a win in NBA history.
I know Jerry West up there.
No, Jerry West has a ring, though. Jerry West probably got the worst record for people with rings, but Elgin Baylor has the worst record for somebody who's never won a ring. He's 0-8 in the finals.
And the year he retired is the year they won, finally.
Jerry was losing back to back to back.
Jerry was 1-9. So, yeah. Hey, man. Let me look one more list.
MVP off of here.
Yeah, he did. Only person in history to
That's
do
legit
it.
right there.
Some active players that we missed as well, outside of the ones we named: Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker. Oh, okay. Jokic, you got this list must be old. List is old. Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, John Morant, and Edwards.
Elgin Baylor.
I mean, I like the Elgin Baylor pick, but I don't like Elgin Baylor next to Dominique Wilkins. So, moving on. There's been some words going around, some chatter going around the Twitter internet worlds. And Mr. Who was it, if I'm not mistaken? It was Mr. Mine just went bad. Rasheed Wallace said that the 04 Pistons will beat the 2017 Warriors in the 7 game. How y'all feel about that? Because I got some questions. If they're playing in 2004, I think it's a different series.
Okay, if they're playing back then, Warriors in 6.
No, I think I got Warriors in 7 because the Warriors should be playing at Oracle. So I got Warriors in 7. But I don't think it's just gonna be like a blowout like everybody think.
Warriors in 4.
Shoot them boys
Warriors
at the
in
gym.
4, bruh.
Warriors in
Think,
4.
Jada?
They're gonna shoot them boys at the gym.
I feel like it's closer than people think it's gonna be.
Exactly. They match up well against the Warriors. You know that their whole game is threaded off of playing defense into offense. They match up very well against the Warriors.
The only thing I will say, the Warriors, they always have a game where they just commit a lot of turnovers. So maybe they can give away a game or two just by being sloppy with the ball. But when they're all locked in, listen, man. First of all, you got Steph and KD. Then you got Klay Thompson in his prime spotting up. There's no way. And then you got Draymond Green. Back then, Draymond had he still had his little strap with him, you know what I'm saying?
I'm living with Draymond shooting 40 shots a night in this series. I'm living with it.
There's no way, bro.
I'm living with Dre shooting 40 shots.
What
was that? What was that 5? What was that starting 5 for most of that season? I think it was that?
Then they have
I'm trying to think who started at center for them. Kevon Looney. Looney should have started at center for them.
So, quick fact that all right. So the Warriors, their starting 5.
I think they ran small ball.
Like when they average, like points per game, like their starting 5 would have averaged what their whole team averaged.
What the whole Pistons team averaged?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I understand. It's 2 different eras. The game was slow.
I mean, but then you still got the fact, even though it was a different time though, the talent was different though.
Bro, they was averaging
Okay,
like 4 threes a game, bro.
That
but
that
like this
that
the
team
thing.
was crazy.
How do you if you're matching it up defensively? I think you put Rip on Steph, Tyshawn Prince on KD.
Barbecue.
I mean, probably is, but what you want? I mean, I wouldn't mind putting Ben Wallace on him, but Draymond's gonna get rebounds and he Ben down low.
That's actually one of the best matching up.
I think that's one of the best matchups. And else they call me stupid when I said this. I mean, yes, I think the Warriors gonna win. I said Ben Wallace on KD doesn't sound like a horrible matchup. It just
Barbecue
doesn't.
chicken.
He's gonna cook the hell out of him.
Cornbread.
Four
Fresh
times.
Ben might slap him a couple times. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, if we're playing in 2004, it's a different game. I'm gonna be honest; they can't go to the paint, so and that's why I think that they're gonna lose some games because they can't go. They can't go to the rim. There's no way they're gonna have Ben Wallace roaming. If we're playing how I think they're gonna play it, they're gonna have Ben Wallace roaming, and they're gonna live with Kevon Looney being wide open or Draymond.
Fresh rib off of L's Grill. You already know how that's finna go, bruh.
Jado, can you speak some sense? Can you speak some sense into these guys?
I mean, like you said, you feel me? If they can't go to the paint, and if we living off of Kevin Looney shooting, and we living off of Draymond shooting, it's gonna be 7 games.
They gonna take Looney out, and they go put Draymond at the 5. Then they go put Iggy in. They got Sean Livingston in. All these cats,
I'm living with that though, because I know for a fact on the other end that they're gonna get a 2 every time. I know they're gonna score every time.
But who? Exactly. You acting like they didn't have PNR,
that PNR. They can, but that PNR is gonna be wicked. They're gonna attack Steph Curry. Steph Curry is gonna be on the island the entire game. Chauncey built just like Steph gonna fry Chauncey on the other end. Chauncey and that PNR finna have Steph wishing he was still at Davidson running laps around the gym instead of getting hit by these brick walls.
Are you talking about Ben Wallace being your role man?
Ben is gonna be the role man. They can't pay him nowhere else. Ben gotta be the role man.
They can live with his 9 points a game, bro. That's fine.
He's gonna get more than that. He's gonna, and then even if they have running pick and pop, Draymond's not out rebounding Ben Wallace. I would put money on that. Draymond's not out rebounding Ben Wallace. Huh?
Yeah. I said that ain't happening.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're gonna get a bunch of offensive rebounds, even off of missed shots. And you know what the Warriors gonna do when the shot go up? Warriors down there on the other end.
No team has ever won a game off of offensive rebound, bro. Come on now.
But I'm just being honest though. It's gonna sway the series.
You acting like he gonna get 20 offensive rebounds a game, bro.
He dang near Mike because the little niggas not getting no boards.
Guess what? For every offensive rebound he gets, boom, Steph Curry 3. Boom, Klay Thompson 3.
I don't think they're gonna get that many. I think that Klay might be. I'm gonna be honest. Klay might be the non-factor this series.
Huh?
Klay might be a non-factor this series.
We talking about prime Klay Thompson.
Bro, he was averaging 22.
They gonna face guard this nigga, man. It's gonna be on KD to win on this game. It's gonna be on KD to win on this game. KD gonna have to win on this.
Bro, you putting it in KD's hands?
I'm putting it in. I mean, yes, that's good hands to put it in.
With Tayshaun Prince guarding him?
I'm putting it in KD's hands. I'm sorry.
My goodness.
KD's one of the best offensive players in this generation.
I know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Pistons are gonna win, but I think it's gonna be 7 games.
That's back and cheese. All agrees.
What if they we was talking if they were playing in 04. What if they were playing in 2017?
Oh, in 2017, I got the Warriors because the rules different. You can't be as physical. The Warriors sweep them in 2017, but I would assume Rasheed is talking about in 2004 because I know he's not talking about today when the rules are different.
Oh no, he
couldn't have been talking about today. As many illegal screens as the Warriors running back then. That's what I mean. Nigga, 2004 Scott Foster gonna shut all that down. 2004 Scott Foster shutting all that down. I just had to talk about it. I mean, I do think the Warriors still win, but it's not gonna be as bad as people think. All right, moving on to a little bit of our rumor mills type of thing going on. Sam reported earlier that the Los Angeles Lakers are zeroing in on JJ Redick as the front runner for the franchise's next head coach. League and industry sources say. How do y'all feel? Let's get reactions going around the room. Jado, you start us off, and then let's just go around the room.
I don't know, man.
Talk about it. Let me know something.
Think about it.
And you got to think because I'm with him.
So we talked about the JJ Redick, right?
Yeah, JJ Redick.
I Me personally, I say I don't like JJ Redick as a coach. It's not that many players I like that go from playing the game to going as a coach. I don't think, even though he's a great um offensive mind for real, I just don't know if I like him coaching with LeBron. I don't think it fits.
Bohagne.
Um, I like it. I like it, bro. Like I'm looking forward to seeing it this season. I don't think it's going to be as bad as what everybody thinks. And I also gonna say I also seen some people saying if the Lakers don't make the playoffs or they stink it up this season, JJ's out of there. I don't think
They
that's the case.
escaped it.
I don't think that's the case either. Like um, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think I don't. Well, I'm not. I don't know how well they'll do this year, but um, if they are to keep him, uh, it's LeBron. If he signed back for, let's say he signed back this year, next year. No, maybe if he signed back 2 years. AD contract is up when next year, I think.
I can check. Keep
He,
talking. I'll
he
check it.
signed
Um,
He
with,
did sign an
so
extension.
once you got all these old people out the door, then you can start your own culture, and I think that'll be dope.
well, that's
Some
the main
more.
part. He just got to be able to get to that part first.
Yeah. But
He ain't
I don't think that they fire him. Like I don't feel like that I feel like they give him a chance.
Sean, talk to us.
I really got two main takeaways. Number one, I just feel like it doesn't matter because all the issues with the Lakers has never been their coaching. I'm not going to say never, but for me, most of their problems have been because of their roster construction. I mean, with
they
Darvin
personnel.
Ham, with Darvin Ham, he only got fired because LeBron didn't like him. I mean, let's be honest.
Nah,
That's the
he
only
can't
reason.
coach. He
I think most of
trash.
their team didn't like him, honestly.
That's
Yeah, I
that's the
don't
only
think he's
reason.
a horrible coach, but I don't think he's the. I don't think he
But
was the best fit for them.
you could have gave them Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr. I mean, even Eric Spoelstra probably. You could have gave them all those coaches. They not winning all them games. You know what I'm saying? They not making it to the
Yeah.
final. So I think it's more of a roster issue. So whatever coach they bring in, that's fine. They just want to bring in a coach that LeBron likes. That's my first point. My second point is this. It reminds me a lot of a couple years ago when the Brooklyn Nets were looking for a coach and they had KD, they had Kyrie, and they went out and who they hired? Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
You know, here, he had a good relationship with a lot of guys, very smart, knows the game, obviously. But with Steve Nash, he just didn't have experience. He wasn't sitting on the bench for all those games, right? And he's been a couple games. He's been a couple years removed from playing. So I think that's what I see a lot with JJ. It's not that he doesn't know the game. It's not that he's not going to be able to relate to the players. But just as a coach, like you need that experience, right? You need to have those ups and downs, those ebbs and flows. You need to make mistakes and learn from them. So if he wanted to be a coach, that's fine. Go coach Charlotte. Go coach Washington. Go coach a team that's not trying to win anything. But right now for the Lakers, we're in a win now mode. We need to win. We don't need a coach who's still learning through those mistakes. So that's my biggest issue with it. There's nothing wrong with JJ himself. I just don't think this is the right team fit for him
Yeah.
and in his career right now.
Yeah, they said that his highest level of coaching was like rec league.
Yeah.
Yeah, he coaches his sons. That's it.
Fed, what you think? Talk to us. And then I got an opinion on it. Fed, what you talk to
I
me?
mean, if I'm taking the basketball mind of it, and I'm putting JJ with LeBron, AD, and the rest of the team, I love that fit. It's just I feel two parts of this. One part kind of like what Sharon said about the like. I just don't know if this is the team for him right now. Like they trying to turn up now. They trying to put 100 to the right now. Like they ain't wasting no time. I don't know. I don't know if they had that leash with JJ like that. just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how long of a leash he get.
It was
My
LA we
thing,
talking about too. So like LA don't hold on to no coaches
he's
unless they
under a
win.
magnifying glass.
Unless they win it back to back. Even then, they
Now,
might.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Some coaching jobs from JJ Redick that excite me. It's not the Lakers job. I felt like JJ is gonna get scapegoated. Honestly, this is my biggest fear because I think JJ can be a good coach. Like you said, it takes time. Y'all know who else had a horrible first year coaching?
I can name a few.
Jason Kidd, who's now finna coach in his first NBA Finals, but he did it with a young team, or not per se a super young team, but he did it with a team that didn't have the same expectations as some of these Lakers squads do have.
Hold on. To that point though, with Jason Kidd started out in Brooklyn. That ain't work out well. Then he went to Milwaukee. That ain't work out well. Then he went to sit as an assistant on the Lakers, and then he went to Dallas. That's my whole point with JJ. I feel like him coming in, he won't have that say. He doesn't have that time to learn to make those mistakes that he needs to as any coach. It's hard to win at their first stop.
But to the other credit,
third stop to win.
But to the other credit, I think if his first stop was a place like a Houston, was a place like a Portland, a place like a Washington, where he could build his own culture, and I think we have a different reaction or a different conversation to the JJ Redick thing.
Portland and Washington.
But I don't think he get a Portland job. I don't think Portland
also know JJ. I also know JJ's personality just from listening to his podcast. I don't think he has the patience to coach a rebuilding team.
Exactly.
I just think that's him. Like he just wasn't going for that.
He might not, but just because he don't want it, that don't mean it ain't the best thing for him.
Right.
Wait, didn't Sacramento fire their coach?
Sacramento? No.
No.
So they were gonna fire him, but they ended up extending him. I don't know how that worked.
I thought they liked him over there.
Yeah, but they were talking about getting rid of him, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, bro. Like, you don't extend a dude after talking about getting rid of him.
No,
was it not a rumor? It was a rumor or something.
It happened with players too.
That ain't true.
He's a great coach too. The only reason I feel like they were so low,
I think they were getting. Nah, I don't think they made a change. That's the problem, in my opinion. They're the same team.
But they had.
I mean, they're all right. They had to. Oh, look. One of the rumors was the Kings' struggle didn't sit well with ownership. They felt like they should have been better than last year, even though they're literally the same exact team, exact build-up. Like, so I think they even finished with that. They even finished with the same record from last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they just end up in the play-ins. It's crazy.
Yeah, last year they just actually made the playoffs with this record. They finished 10 games over 500 this year. 22, 23 Kings.
That just show you how packed the West really is. Though.
Yeah, the West was insanely stacked, bro.
Yeah. The Kings finished 48 and 34 last year. They're 46 and 36 this year.
And guess what?
Next year, the difference is crazy.
Next year, Memphis is coming. When they're healthy, Memphis is coming.
Yeah. The Rockets gonna
be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? The West.
I don't think they're gonna make. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make too much of a difference, but I do think that the Spurs are gonna be a little bit better this upcoming year.
Spurs gonna be better. Maybe a team like the Clippers might take a step back.
I think I got the Clippers, the Suns, and the Pels taking a step back. I think the Pels are gonna sell.
The Pels,
I can't ever put my money on them. Oh, no.
I think they're gonna sell, sell as in. I think Zion is the only person who has a safe roster spot, and he gets a little more leeway because he was a number one pick. He's the only one he's the only one that I think has a 1,000% chance you're gonna finish the season in a Pelicans jersey next year.
As long as he wants to.
Yes, I don't think they get rid of him even if you want to go.
I don't know. I feel like Zion make a big enough fuss, but I don't know.
But y'all want to know what's crazy though about how good the West got dang near overnight? You know, the Pelicans finished the season 49 and 33. You know what they would have got them last year? They would have finished 3 or 2. Yeah. They would have finished 3 or 2. That's insane.
Why for
How
these
much
teams,
parity?
man? When you're knocking at that door, you got to pay that money, bro. You got to do what it takes. You see Dallas, what they did. They knew they had a chance. They went out. They got Gafford and PJ Washington. Versus some of these other teams, they just stood pat, did nothing. That's why you feel like you got a chance. You got to go take that mug, bro.
But to your credit, the way this second apron and stuff is looking, they did, and it's kind of, I think this is kind of bogus because teams like the Nuggets and teams like the Celtics who did it right and drafted well and picked up players well, y'all are gonna get punished because it's so big a penalty going into the second apron that it's hurting teams. And the only team who probably doesn't really too tough care about the second apron penalty is the Celtics because the Celtics aren't going to pick in the lottery anytime soon unless everything falls apart.
No time
Because
soon.
you know, if you finish like in the second apron for like I think 3 out of 5 years, your pick automatically moves to the back of the first round. So a team like the Celtics, they don't care. Their pick gonna be at the back of the first round anyway. But it affects teams like Denver because now upcoming a team like Denver is gonna have to pick between who do you want to bring back? Michael Porter Jr., not DeJounte, Jamal. You know you're bringing Yoke back or Aaron Gordon. You have to pick who you're gonna bring back because you're gonna have some issues. There's gonna be some stuff like that.
Go pick up Mario Chalmers.
Something. Do y'all think that Sherm, how often does the CBA reset?
I think every 9-10 years.
Let's see. Do y'all think that this second apron thing lasts through the next term of the CBA?
Maybe.
I don't really know too much about like that. I just figured out what these first and second apron thing is. So I can't really comment on that.
So basically, Els in layman's terms, say this upcoming year your draft pick is extremely good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's time for him to get an extension, but you also got Maxey and Embiid who are still playing at all-star, superstar levels.
Yeah.
Now the team that you built up over these few years, somebody's got to go.
Right.
Because if you go into that second apron trades can only be 1-for-1. So I can't attach a pick that's so far in advance because if I'm in the second apron for too long, then that pick automatically goes to the back. So you can't trade if I'm not mistaken, if you're having like second apron issues, you can only trade picks that are 6 years in advance.
Okay,
Or it's either you can only trade within 6 years. So like if the Lakers wanted to trade that 2031 pick right now, they couldn't do it because it's too far out.
Gotcha.
So that really limits you because we were talking about Kevin Durant or somebody potentially getting moved. Now he's probably not going to get moved this year because you got to find somebody who's making the same money to even it out.
I mean, Lakers did gain some more draft picks, though.
Yeah. That's why people who have, like, for example, Ben Simmons probably gets moved this year.
For what?
Salary dump. He's on a favorable contract.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Miami Heat.
Right.
Boy, he got unlimited.
That actually do sound like some. That actually do sound like a Heat. I don't like it, but it do sound like something we'll do.
I feel like he'll probably go there.
Yeah, he about to go to Miami and start 10.
Hold on, wait. He's there with Jimmy. If Jimmy Butler's there, he's not there.
I forgot about Jimmy.
Yeah, with Ben Simmons, his contract expires this year. So whoever gets Ben Simmons is gonna get a $40 million cap hit this season, but it's gonna fall right off the books.
How much KD make?
I'm taking a shot on Ben
KD.
Simmons.
I think
what's his contract?
I think taking a shot on Ben Simmons it's pretty. It ain't, it's not a bad thing.
A little bit minimum.
I feel like that Ben still can
he still
find himself, bro.
He don't play enough for me. That's the thing.
He don't care about basketball. That's his problem.
Yeah.
I think his mental. He's completely checked out.
What he played like 10 games this season?
No, he played more than that.
He's been hurt. Don't get me wrong, but also
KD's making $51 million. It's only a handful of players making that.
Yeah,
like I said, we'll
not too much you can do with that.
Nope. Because you can only go 1-for-1s. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you could start trading down like say they went and got Ben Simmons. He played 15 games this season. You could trade down if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
Like if they traded, if I'm not mistaken, since Ben is making a little less, if the Nets had a cap space to, even though it's not gonna happen, if the Nets had the cap space to pull in, they could trade for KD and just start, and the Suns could start trading their cap down. But you got to find these players that are making this money. So then you would go from like, dang,
It's a lot of willing and dealing, boys.
it is because the only players making that kind of money that aren't good enough and that could potentially be traded are like, for example, DeAndre Ayton is one that's making a lot of money.
But see, then the other GM, they gonna have to even want to make these trades. You know
What about like a 3-team trade?
Signing
Uh,
trade
You
Tobias.
could
They can work.
they can't do signing trades. Once you have so much money tied up, you can't do signing
They get a
trades.
3-team though.
It's got to everything has got to
They
be
get a
1-for-1.
4-team.
You can't do it. It's got to be a 1-for-1. Like if you're trying to maneuver it where you get extra players, it's not. You're not getting nobody else.
No, I'm trying to get a couple more draft picks. You know what I'm saying? I can do that.
Nope, nothing. It's got to be player for player. I'll keep trying to dance around and get drafted. You can't.
No, I see people make trades all the time, and we be maneuvering draft picks here and there.
But this is the first year of the new CBA.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say we've seen it in years past, but this and like it's kind of hurting teams. Like that's why I said it's hurting some of these teams because a team like the Nuggets was built before the new CBA. A team like the Wolves was built before the new CBA, so they got a bunch of money tied up to it. The Suns, another one, built before the new CBA.
Some they
cooked.
that was bad. That was gonna be a bad built team regardless of what era, what CBA. It don't matter.
They deserve it.
It don't even matter at this point.
Who they coach now?
They got Budenholzer.
Budenholzer. Anything y'all want to add before we get out of here?
Well, who didn't they say the Lakers' other option was like James Borrego or something like that? One.
Yes, I think. Thought it was me. I don't know.
Leave Caitlin Clark alone. Great white hope.
Hey, she
Lee
soft,
Caitlin.
man.
Let's go, Andrew Reese.
Man, Angel Reese been stinking it up from my understanding.
You know,
Get her out of the spot.
They win a game. Though.
Dookie.
she been doing her role, bro.
Get her out of the spotlight.
Please,
Please put Asia Wilson in the spotlight.
man.
Asia snapping. You tweaking.
Yeah,
She already got spotlight.
No, she don't got enough. Stop putting.
She got her motion, man. Let Angel.
No, stop putting Angel Reese in front of that camera because she sounds stupid every time she get in front of it. Stop putting her in front of that camera. Yes, she does. What she said last
time,
what she said last night was one switch word away from letting everybody know that WNBA is real. She said she's the reason that women basketball. She should have just said we're the reason. And it would have fixed everything. Now you shooting 14% from the field and stinking it up, and you talk too much.
Hey man, let her have a moment, man.
I'm not letting her have a moment.
I seen her trying to walk in them hills.
I peeped.
She like a baby giraffe.
I'm not giving Angel Reese her moment because she's you can't talk like this and be stinking it up.
But you gotta realize, bro, stats don't tell everything though.
And she's still just a rookie, so.
Man, Caitlin a rookie too.
That's
Actually,
provided to the team, is real.
Let these rookies play, bro. That's it. Just let these rookies play. But that's the problem.
They need to just play.
For so long. They've been on that stage for so long that we treating them like they 12-year vets.
Exactly.
And now they rookies. They gonna make mistakes. They gonna have bad games here and there. You know what I'm saying? The Caitlin Clark subject weird to me, bro. I know Caitlin Clark. She a little petty. She got
She talk.
I just think some of the players just got an unnecessary bias against her. But it is what it is. That's part of the game. That's competition, bro. Same thing with Lonzo Ball. When he came into the league, they had a bounty on Lonzo Ballhead. He dealt with it. He's a great player. So
hip hop talk that on.
Bro, the lady on ESPN said it's not fair for Caitlin Clark to be getting much exposure, basically. When it's been other players putting in just as much as work as her.
You know, I
That's
would be
that's that's
okay with that.
that's a hater comment.
I would be okay with that if she wasn't kind of the reason that y'all sport is growing so much.
I'll also say let another athlete do what Caitlin Clark did in college, and then we can talk
Feel me?
about it. Like Kelsey Plum, shout out to her, but we was talking about Kelsey Plum. We was talking about Sabrina when she was coming in college. We was talking about Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson. We talked about all these players, but Caitlin Clark,
And that's the thing that's blowing me. They talking about we've never had this type of exposure, bro. Asia has a statue.
on me.
Asia Wilson has a statue outside of South Carolina.
Oh, it's just crazy. Look at the main people hating though. It's the other females in the league.
I mean, but no. I don't care about that because that's supposed to happen. That's just sports.
No.
That's
No,
competition.
No, that
You
is
know what I'm
sports. That is sports. That's just
I
sports.
get competition, but at the same time, you still supposed to be like,
No, you're not. You're not on my team. You're not my rookie.
I'm not supposed to be cool with you. I'm never supposed to be cool.
Hey, the only problem I had was Shotty from the Sky, who just did that cheap shot her. That's the only problem I had. And I would have that same problem if a dude in the league went and did that. If Draymond Green did something like that, I have a problem with it too. That was my only thing. But everything else, all the back and forth,
everything else is warranted. Like that's what you sign up for. Yeah. I think the undue hate and I don't even think it's undue hate. I think it's misrepresentation. Don't act like these young girls are just everything when it's a bigger spotlight because they showed a clip of Candace Parker damn near getting hit in the face as a rookie. So it's like, don't say it's just them. It's not just them. It happened to everybody. There's rookies in every sport. That's my 2 cents. I could be wrong, but it is what it is. But just let's not, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like everybody's not getting beat up. And who cares? She got a target on her back. Whoop-de-doo. She playing games, they winning. It don't matter.
She won 2 games.
Yeah, I'm about to say they ain't winning, bro.
I'm saying they won the game last night.
They are 2 for 5.
That's it.
They won the game last night, bro. That's all that matters.
2 wins, bro. That's more than Chargers.
Here you go.
Southside.
Hey, bro, you want to learn how to coach before you start talking? Teach your players. We're not even going to get on this. All right, let's end it because we're not even going to get on this because he's finna piss me off again. Because I'm finna get on his head because his center don't know what a goaltend is. I'm finna get on his head. Just because you can jump up that high and touch the backboard don't mean you do it when the shot coming down, buddy. Because y'all got smoked too by a team that we beat, so we don't want to hit.
You know what that is, Jay?
Right,
that's
let's
a
go.
W.
Let's go. All right. Everybody, final word. Sherm, let's go around the board. Actually, you know what? We're not giving Sherm his last word. Rico, talk to him.
Let's go, Andrew.
Bo Hayden, what you know?
Mavs in 6. And leave Caitlin alone, bro.
I like the sound of both of them comments.
Jado, talk to me.
Hey, Angel Reese, she a dog. C's in 6.
Shamar.
Let me speak. Hey, follow me on IG at SMR3. Cameron Brick, please respond to my DMs. Same thing for you, Dua Lipa. Celtics in 6. You know what I'm saying?
What team is Cameron Briggs on?
He's had a whole promo.
The Sparks.
Yeah, the Sparks, LA.
Okay. I gotta lock in on the W, man. I ain't been watching. I gotta get in on it.
You ain't missing nothing.
Are you still a hater? You gotta stop,
bro.
It's not that bad.
I get tired of them missing layups, bro. Let's get out of here before they be ready to cancel me, bro.
High school girls now, they be dunking, but they be hood.
All right, man. I'm your host.
Talking about Brittany Griner over there.
Lounge heavyweight champ, man. We out of here, man. We'll see y'all boys this week. Peace.